This is the magicvideoblog.com.
Hi and welcome to another episode of the Magic Video Blog. Michael Sullivan here again. On this episode, I'm just going to talk a little about a application that I'm going to put on the website for free. You'll need to register in order to download it. The application is called the Pasteboard Wizard. It's a little utility that I've been putting together for a little while now, and basically what it is, a tool that will allow you to load stacks into it, whether it be a Tamariz stack, your own stack, and basically manipulate it around. It doesn't have to be a stack, it could just be an order of cards that you want to play with. You can basically furrow them together, turn them face up and face down, deal them into piles, and then a number of other things. But then also there's a tool that comes with it that basically is a tool to allow you to learn a stack. It goes through the stack visually and audibly. So it will say position, and then a pause, and then the card at that position. It will do them randomly, and it will also generate MP3 files, which you can then put on your iPod or burn a CD. So I'm offering this tool for free. You'll need to go to the blog. As I said, you'll need to register. And basically, look, I put a lot of work in this application to give to you guys for free. And all I ask in return is to spread the word about the blog and help me get it out there. So with no further ado, I've sat down and made a video that walks you through all the bits and pieces of the software, and I hope everybody enjoys it. See you next episode. Enjoy the software.
Okay, so the only thing you need to know is that if you're going to not use one of these standard stacks that have been created before, and you're going to use your own stack, in order to build your own stack, you need to go to File, Create Stack, and a window like this will open. And basically this is card 1, the topmost card of the stack, and down here you've got card 52, the lowermost card of the stack, and all you need to do is go ahead and place the cards that you want in the positions in the stack. Once you're done there, click Save, give your stack a name, and then hit the save button. As you can see by the listing here, I've gone ahead and made made up the most common stacks that are around. So hopefully, if you're going to do with those, you won't have to bother making your own. Okay, so let's get to the main tool. I'm going to try and sort of rush through this because I don't have a lot of time for YouTube. So let's go to the Card Wizard, the most important part of the tool, or the second most important part of the tool. What you'll see here is the uppermost 26 cards, and down below here you'll see the lowermost 26 cards. One of the important things you'll notice or need to know that you have numbers from 1 to 26 on the bottom here, and from 27 to 52. These numbers will not change. They'll always stay in that position, whereas the top black numbers that you see here will move around along with their corresponding card. On your right here we have all the bits and pieces we have to work with. The topmost one here is basically giving you the name of the stack. Obviously no stack assigned currently, so let's just bring up a well-known stack to start with. So if we go to the stack area, open up the drop down window, let's go with the Tamariz stack, hit open, and as you can see now the stack is loaded. Of course, if you need to anytime reset the stack back to this order, you can hit the reset button, and if at any time you've modified the stack in any way and you want to save that to be able to work with it again, you can then click save, give it a name like before, and hit the save button. what we have here is a reverse button, which will, whichever order the stack is in at current, by hitting reverse, as you can see, the deck completely goes into reverse order. And now you can see what I was saying about the numbers on the top moving. As you can see, 1 was over here and 52 was over there, but because we've completely reversed the deck, now card 1, the original card 1 is here, whereas it was originally here. So what we can do is reverse the stack back. One of the other things that the tool can do is, at any time, you can go ahead and double click a card and it will turn it face down for you. And of course then we can unreverse it by double clicking it. The next piece of functionality is the deck direction. So what we can do here is turn the deck completely face up, or the deck all face down, or we can invert all. So if I click invert all the face up cards will turn face down, and all the face down cards will turn face up. There we go. So what was face down is now face up, and what was face up is now face down. I can now turn all the cards face down. I can now turn all the face up. And that's the direction area. The next we have is the Faro controls. What you can do is do as many in Faros or as many out Faros as you have listed here. So currently we're going to do 1 at a time, and as we know, 8 out Faros gives us goes right through and then restores the deck in the same order. And as we know, 26 in Faros will reverse the deck, and 52 in Faros will completely bring the deck back into the original order. So let's leave it at 1, and let's just quickly do 8 out Faros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the deck is back in new deck order. Let's start to work with something that's easier to follow, new deck order, and let's quickly do the 8 out Faros here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the deck's back in order. Of course, with the in Faros, because it takes a lot more work, let's just go by 13. So what we're going to do is in Faro through 13 in Faros, and then another 13, which gives us 26, reversing the order of the cards. And then if we give it another in Faro, let's have a quick look back at these numbers that I was saying at the top. See, now we have the cards are sort of all over the shop, but you know that card 8 was originally there in the original stack order. Let's do 2 more in Faros, or 1 more, sorry, and that turns the deck back into its original order. So you can go ahead and do as many in and out Faros as you like. The good thing I like to do about this, for instance, if you want to follow a card where a card is when the deck is being farrowed, you can simply, what I do is I turn it face down, then invert all the cards, and now I can do my Faros following the card to where it moves to when I'm doing the shuffle. And now all face up, and as you can see, the deck's back as it should be. The next tool is the deck cutting tool. So with that, it basically allows me to cut any number of cards from the top to the bottom, and any number of cards from the bottom to the top. So let's work with, say, the first 13. So let's move all the aces 13 from the top to the bottom. There we go. And if I want to, I can do 13 in Faros. So everything's mix and match. Let's reset the deck, and let's do 13 cards from the bottom to the top. There we have it. 13 from the bottom to the top, and reset. The next tool is the deal tool. So what I can do with here, I can either deal this box here, the number of cards is always optional. You don't need to do that. But of course, if I wanted to deal the full deck into 6 piles, I put 6 into the number of piles that I want and click deal, and it's now dealt the deck into 6 piles until the deck's completely exhausted. And then all you need to do is track it. All the odd piles will be blue, and all the even piles will be white. You'll see with what I mean by remaining deck in green when I show you the next example. If I reset now, and say you want to see what the cards in that order where the cards would be if you dealt 5 hands of poker. So let's do 5 piles of 5 cards. And if I click deal now you can see that I now have my 5 piles dealt. But then what it does is the remainder of the deck, still in that original order, will be then green, showing that they're the remainder of the deck. So you can do as many, as long as it's mathematically possible to do it with the deck. Obviously, then you're right. There's no good doing, 10 piles of 10, because obviously it's not going to work. So let's move on.